Hello, so right now with spring hitting, the weather's getting warmer and nicer every day and people are getting out more and more. And whenever you get out like that, there is always the possibility of having some kind of problem with your car. I have had many cars break down on me in the past and been in all kinds of emergency situations, especially because I go off-grid a lot. So I have learned through trial and error how to best be prepared for car problems and the best emergency tools to always keep in my car. So here we're going to talk about how to be prepared for these situations and what I feel are the 15 most important emergency tools that everyone should keep in their car. All right, so here are some of the emergency tools that I keep in my car that we're going to be talking about. I actually have a lot more than this, but these are just the basics. But the very first item that we're going to be talking about is what I feel is the most important item, and it's actually not a physical item, and that is having a AAA membership. So basically with AAA, it should be your absolute last resort if you're having car problems and you can't fix it yourself. With AAA, you get 4 service calls a year. You can either have your car towed, you can have your 12-volt battery jumped if it dies, they'll bring you fuel if you run out of gas, or if you lock your keys in the car. And one cool thing about AAA that a lot of people don't know is if you get the Plus membership, which is what I have, they have like 3 different memberships. If your car breaks down and you have to go to a hotel for a few nights while your car's in the shop, AAA will pay for 3 nights at a hotel, 3 days of a rental car, and any food you eat within those 3 days. It actually happened to me one time. I had to spend one night in a hotel and I ordered some pizza and I sent them the receipt for the hotel and for the pizza, and they sent me a check to reimburse me for it. That's an alternative for AAA. Is you can have roadside assistance added onto your car insurance plan. Some companies offer that. It's usually like an extra $10, $20, or $30 a month. So that's something you could do instead of AAA. Now the second item we're going to talk about is something that I would not want to drive any car without, and that is a portable jump starter and or jumper cables. Now this is a very high quality jump starter. It's made by Fantic. I really love this thing. I've owned multiple in the past and this is my favorite one. And also I was going to put in this list a power bank as an item to always, an emergency item to always keep in your car. But if you have a jump starter, these are also a power bank. Basically there's a USB port right there, and so if your phone dies you can just charge it using this thing. All right, now the third item we're going to talk about is a spare tire plus all the tools you need to change it. Now I've seen a lot of people take out the spare tire of their car either to make extra room for storage or to make the car lighter or whatever. I personally would never do that. I've had a lot of flat tires in the past, and I always try to plug the tire first, which is another thing we'll talk about in a minute. But not all flat tires can be plugged, and in that case that's why you need your spare tire, because at that point the only other option is to have your car towed. Now you could use one of those cans of like Fix-A-Flat. Fix-A-Flat is like a sticky liquid that sprays into the tire and it's supposed to like temporarily seal the hole. I don't suggest Fix-A-Flat, but I guess in like a dire emergency situation you could use Fix-A-Flat. And I suggest having a high quality jack in your car. Now the fourth item that you always want to keep in your car is an air compressor. Now this is a very cheap air compressor. I think it was like 15 bucks at Walmart. I like how small it is. I can just stick it under the front seat of my car. It's held up great. I've used it a bunch. Basically, if any tire is low on air for whatever reason, all you do is you get the cable, plug it into the cigarette outlet, and fill up your tire. It's really that easy. Now I use an air compressor mainly just when I get a flat tire and I plug my tire and the tire needs to be reinflated, which brings me to the fifth item on the list that you should always keep in your car, and that is a plug kit. Now if you don't know how to plug a tire, I suggest you learn how to do it. It's very easy. There's probably like 50 YouTube videos explaining how to do it. It's a good life skill to have, and basically if you buy a plug kit, it's going to come with these 2 tools right here and some plugs. And basically all you do, you pull the nail out or whatever that's causing the flat tire, you get this tool, you stick it in and out of the hole to make it bigger, and then you put a plug in the hole using this tool right here. Like I have plugged so many tires in the past that now I've gotten to the point to where if I get a flat tire I can literally pull over and plug it in like less than 10 minutes. And I also keep a spray bottle with a little bottle of Dawn dish soap in my car, because the way you find the leak on a tire if you can't visibly see it, is you put a little bit of Dawn dish soap in this bottle, fill it with water, and then you spray the whole tire down, and wherever the tire is leaking air, it will start blowing soap bubbles. And the sixth item that you want to always keep in your car is a good socket toolkit. Now, I've had this thing for a long time. It's a really cheap one. I'd like to get a nicer one, but it has come in handy to me so many times. The sockets, the hammer, the ratchet, all the bits up here, and even the mini screwdrivers, pretty much everything has come in handy, the Allen wrenches. And I really like this one because I can fit it under the front seat of my car. And the seventh item that you want to always keep in your car is a nice solid flashlight. Now, I prefer a headlamp. I use my headlamp way more than my flashlight, and I'm kind of a flashlight fanatic, and recently I decided to invest in a really high quality headlamp and a really high quality flashlight after tons of research. I'll start with the headlamp. I got this at REI. It was pretty expensive, but I've had so many cheap Amazon and eBay headlamps break on me in the past. I wanted something that was really high quality. I got this one because it's rechargeable and it has a red light. It came with this battery, and I bought an extra battery to go with it. And the cool thing about it is it's rechargeable and it has a charging port on the battery, which is a game changer for me. That is so handy. So you can charge the battery outside of the flashlight without a special charger. All you need is a micro USB cable. So here's my car right here, and what I did was I installed this really cool like power station in the back of my car. So basically it's got two USB ports. I turn it on like that, and a 12-volt socket, and whenever my battery dies, I can just take this micro USB cable, it's retractable, and plug it in right here, and it's got a little light right there, red light. You see it'll turn green when it's done charging, and it's cool because I can charge it with the car off. Like, the 12-volt battery is not gonna die from charging this, not even close. And this flashlight is very similar. It's got a rechargeable batteries with a micro USB charging port on the end. Believe it or not, this flashlight is regularly $85. I got it for like $30 on a Black Friday sale, but it's made by the brand Coast. Coast is a really high quality brand. Their flashlights come with a lifetime warranty. They sell them at Home Depot, Lowe's, REI, all kinds of places. I bought an extra battery to go with it, just like I did with my headlamp. And the eighth item you want to always have in your car is a spare key with, I suggest, one of these magnet key holders that goes under your car. So you can buy these at Walmart, Ace Hardware, anywhere, and basically the key goes in there and the door goes on top, and it's got a magnet on the bottom that mounts somewhere under your car that has a metal surface. And with my last car, I had a very terrible habit of locking my keys in the car. I probably locked my keys in the car 30 times over the course of owning that vehicle. But thankfully, I had a spare key that I had under the car almost every single time. And the ninth item that you want to always keep in your car is a good old first aid kit. Now, this is my first aid kit. It's a very cheap one. I'd like a bigger, better, nicer one, but basically I added a lot to it myself, like the Neosporin. I added more bandages, and I have these are Benadryl. I have these in there mainly for in case I have an allergic reaction to something, or my dog. Like, my dog got stung by a bee one time while I was camping, and she potentially had an allergic reaction, so I had to give her a little bit of Benadryl. I'd like to get a kit with one of those things called like a snake venom extractor. It's basically like this suction device that if you get bit by a snake, then you can suck out all the venom. Some people say it works, some people say it doesn't, but you know, with me going off grid a lot and stuff, I mainly worry about my dog getting bit by a snake, and because that could kill a dog. And the 10th item you always want to keep in your car is extra gas. Now, this is a really goofy gas can that I guarantee you will never see anybody using it. I have it for a very specific reason, but basically for most cars, it's a good idea to keep about a gallon of gas in your car. I have run out of gas so many times in the past, so I learned very quickly to always keep a gas can full of gas in my car. Now, I have a Toyota Prius, and the reason I have this gas can, this is a 1/4 gallon, and it's meant for fuel for like camping stoves, backpacking stoves, but I like this one because I can fit it under the passenger seat of my car. You know, my car being a Prius, it gets like 45 miles a gallon, so if I were to run out of gas, you know, a 1/4 gallon of gas would get me pretty far, you know. And the 11th item that you should always keep in your car is pepper spray or some other kind of defense weapon within reach. Now, the reason I prefer pepper spray is because, you know, with pepper spray, you don't actually injure the person long term. And, you know, there's an old saying, you live by the gun, die by the gun. I don't really like guns. And, you know, if you pull out a gun on someone, if they're doing something to you, if they have a gun, they're going to pull out a gun to shoot and kill you. I don't want to be in that situation. And with pepper spray, you know, you spray them, they're going to be in a lot of pain. It's going to completely disable them temporarily, but it's not going to give them any long-term injuries like shooting them in the stomach would. You know, I don't want to shoot anyone. I just want to get the sketchy person away from me, and I feel like pepper spray is the best way to do that. And the 12th item that I suggest everyone keep in their car is extra fluids, especially extra motor oil. This is a quart of motor oil that I always keep in my car. A lot of cars have problems with burning oil, especially older cars, and I have read a lot of reports online of people that have ruined their car because the engine ran low on oil and they didn't know it. And when that happens, the engine basically just fries on the inside. And so having a quart of oil, and also checking your oil regularly, is definitely something I suggest. Every time I fill up with gas, I try to make sure to check the oil. I also keep antifreeze just in case, you know, the radiator starts leaking antifreeze. And the 13th item that I suggest having in your car is a knife or a box cutter. Now, I have 2 different box cutters and a knife. I'm always doing some kind of project or working on my car somehow, so you can imagine I use them regularly. And the 14th item I suggest everyone have in their car is good old-fashioned duct tape. Now, as you can imagine, the possibilities of things you can repair or use duct tape for are absolutely endless. And like I said, I'm always working on my car, doing some kind of project or maintenance or something, so I use duct tape all the time. And the 15th item that I suggest everyone keep in their car is a fire extinguisher. Now, having a fire extinguisher is not just for you, it's for other people also, just in case you see someone else's car catch on fire. Cars catching on fire is not a rare thing, especially with these electrical cars coming out. I've read a lot of them are having problems with the batteries catching on fire. Like, I think it was the Chevy Volt was having issues with batteries catching on fire. And so, you know, having a fire extinguisher is always a good idea. And when you get a fire extinguisher, you want to make sure that it says on it that it's good for a chemical fire, a liquid fire, and an electrical fire. This one only says it's for liquid and electrical. You know, I need to get a new fire extinguisher. This one's pretty old, but it's better than nothing for now. All right, so that's 15 items that I suggest everyone should keep in their car for emergencies. And if you made it this far in the video, me and Shannon really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope it was helpful. Thanks, have a good one.